So, the next section I would like to talk about with orchestral stuff and Synclavier stuff, there's a little bit of a link. Now, I'm going from the part of Zappa's output that is considered his later work, you know, with the Synclavier, because that's pretty much all he did towards the end of his days, as far as remixing and remastering other music. He also sat down and really just spent the days, you know, working on his Synclavier. So everything became very, very orchestral. And one of the things that happened with that as well is another piece of digital software called Sonic Solutions, which cleaned up old tapes, you know, so he was able to get to the old masters and sort of, you know, get them back so that he could release them again. You know, without Sonic Solutions cleaning up all the extra noise, the hiss and everything else that goes with it, he wouldn't have been able, you know, a lot of the music that we hear today on CD, etc., would not have seen the light of day. The tapes would have simply disintegrated, you see. So he was able to save so much of his material and remaster it before his passing. But one of the things he was able to do with Sonic Solutions is move forward with one of his philosophies of the big note and conceptual continuity. And one of the things he did is during the days of We're Only In It For The Money and Lumpy Gravy and recording all this, he came upon an idea of recording people's conversations inside a piano with a sandbag holding down the sustain key. So when people talked, it was as if they were living inside a piano. He pieced together all the tapes to make up conversations. Eric Clapton's on Lumpy Gravy, which is this one here. And if you have a look at the back of the album of Lumpy Gravy, it says up in the top corner, "Is this phase 2 of We're Only In It For The Money?" And then if you go to We're Only In It For The Money, there's Frank there, dressed up in a lovely frock, and he's got here, "Is this phase 1 of Lumpy Gravy?" So what he was doing at the time was this whole conceptual idea of a long-running story with his music interpolated throughout. And that is phase 1, phase 2, and the third phase was released posthumously, why can't I say it, Chris, is Civilization Phase 3. And if you look at this wonderful artwork inside, it's all about the life inside of a piano. Can you see the piano in there? There it is there, the great grand piano, Civilization Phase 3. So we've got Phase 1, Phase 2, Phase 3. And this was released posthumously. And this was all, so much of this is the linkage of the orchestral business. So much of this was realised with the Synclavier. So it all comes around into a cohesive whole. And I hope with this show, I hope I've done my own little bit of conceptual continuity by taking a few different kinds of albums from Zappa's incredible output. The total albums released both while he was live and after he passed away by the Zappa Family Trust is very close to 100 albums, official albums. So an incredible amount of work. And I hope with this particular installment of my Frank Zappa month, I've been able to sort of give you a bit of an insight into two sort of areas that link the orchestral side that he didn't have much luck with, but then the Synclavier coming to the rescue and then being able to realise a lot of his really complex work with the Synclavier and computer software. And that then being able to start to finish off his idea of the big note, meaning the one big note that everyone's striving for, sort of thing. But you've got phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, Lumpy Gravy, We're Only In It For The Money, and, I'm pointing at the wrong one, sorry, Civilization Phase 3, there you go. So I hope you're getting something out of these episodes. My name is Chris Quinlan. You're watching The Drum Show, Melbourne Musos. It's its original name. I'm going to keep on going. It's all on YouTube. Watch it on YouTube. You can watch it on TV if you want, but I prefer you to watch it on YouTube. You can watch it any time. It's your choice. And there you go. If you'd like to contact me, it's melbournemusos@hotmail.com, and the website is melbournemusos.net. Simple as that. Hope you've enjoyed the show. I'm going to keep on going with this, probably one more episode, and there you go. Okay, yeah, see you next instalment.